Hi everyone, Scorp here. Starting a new playthrough of Duelist as Gemini. It took a while to find dinosaurs as a deck, so I didn't show the grabbing the deck at the very beginning. But otherwise, let's see. That's just a couple minutes of missing, or just a little bit missing. But I mean, nobody wants to watch those cutscenes anyways, and they're mostly skipped in this mod, so. Good enough. So today we're gonna play dinosaurs. So my plan with this deck is I am going to start playing dinosaurs, and I am going to transition into playing reptiles as we go through the game. So that means that I'm going to level both a dinosaur and a reptile deck leader. Game. Okay, so now the big problem here is that Dino Fusions are kind of obnoxious. And this hand is pretty much I want to just wait a turn. I believe this fusion works. So his is gonna beat me where it stands because, he's got a leader power and I don't. If I do this, they'll tie. So that's good enough. Ooh, Serpent Marauder. Well, this isn't exactly what I want to do. But Serpent Marauder is a great card for us to get, so... fortunately for us, getting good dinosaurs is not too hard, since we just have to get them from Rex. Since he is Mr. Dino Boy. Oh. Okay. I wasn't expecting that to be a trap, but that makes things easier. Trachodon. Maybe I should have saved the Tomasaurus, or the, yeah. Maybe I should have saved the Tomasaurus in hand. I am gonna need 400 damage here. Well, that looks like I don't have 400 damage. Well, my opponent sure made a choice here. We can all agree that that was not a good choice. Oh, Trachodon got promoted already. Impressive. So I want a raised body heat. Okay, that's an excellent card for us to get. I also would like the Serpent Marauder. It is not a Serpent Marauder. That is. Okay, so we got raised body heat. That's excellent. That's a great start for us. We're gonna definitely play Rex at least one more time. But I would like to get slot arrows before I really do that. But we definitely did just get 3 cards that I want to put in the deck. Prisman is a rock, which is great for... that, but I would like to also get a Serpentine Princess from Rex, I believe, so if he'll give me one. It shouldn't be too hard to get a Serpentine Princess from him because he likes to fuse the thing. He also likes to play the card. It's really good. So he doesn't have really any leader power to speak of, which is great for us. That's going to be bigger than my Brachia Radius, but he doesn't know that when he was playing it. Oh hey, there's a Serpentine Princess for us. Oh hey, Goblin Secret Remedy. Not terrible. Unfortunately, I can't make another Brachioradus. I can, however, make this. I flip the Serpent Marauder in face-up defense to slow him down if he actually wanted to try to do stuff. Even if it doesn't matter because of his leader power, it's still the right play. The Cybersaurus is almost assuredly dead. Unless he does that, in which case, like... It was a choice. It was not a good choice by Rex, but he made it. But Rex is easy enough to beat up. And he played Serpentine Princess, so... I want to make sure that I get it, because actually I want the Emperor of Land and Sea and the Serpentine Princess, so... Okay, there's that. I want to use Emperor of the Land and Sea as my Reptile deck leader, so... It is right here, and I'm not gonna get it there. Okay, we got it there. Let's grab Power of Kaishin. There we go. Cool. More good equips for us. Now let's go upgrade our deck leaders. Both of the ones that I want to upgrade. We'll put Serpentine Princess in even. That can go, that can go. Oh, since I've gotten rid of the zombies, Mammoth Graveyard can go, I guess. Our deck already looks significantly better than it was, which is surprising because that was really quick to get your deck that good. So I'm going to do this quickly. I'm going to use Cheat Engine because the other option is to just be here for 3 duels or 4 duels, yeah. And to have to duplicate the cards beforehand. And I don't want to deal with that, so what we're going to do... I've gone over how to do this before, so... also, one thing to note is you should absolutely... what am I trying to say? You should set the summoning power requirements to higher before you start doing this. So that you don't have this problem where your hand's full. Let's see. There's the card I wanted, Emperor of Land and Sea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Cheat Engine real quick, and I'm just going to say what I'm doing. I'm setting the first value to be a value smaller than like 100. That's a 2-byte value, first scan. And then I'm going to increase the value by 4 at the end of my turn by passing, because these cards are face up. I'm going to pass again, increases again by 4. And I found the values already. For all of these, I'm just going to set every single one of them to 8,000 and move on. Okay. So, that's that. Super easy to do that. And I prefer doing it with Cheat Engine. Again, if you don't want to use Cheat Engine, you can just sit there for 5 full duels and get the experience the normal way. I'm just saving time for the sake of the video. That is really what I'm doing, so that be that. Let's see. So now we have a whole bunch of leader abilities, which are really, really good. I would recommend Tomosaurus for pretty much anybody wanting to play dinosaurs. And then I also got this. This would be great for a little bit later on. Maybe we can give Weevil a little bit of a nasty surprise with that leader. So, it's time to go, let's try to get a couple equips from Rex. I'd like 3 Power of Kaishins and 3 Raised Body Heats. And if I can get them, I'll take the Serpentine Princesses, but I'm not really worried about them. Because I can just go to Custom Duel and duplicate them anytime I want. They're really not a problem to obtain. Now, if you see my leader ability, I can make Wasteland terrain, which is super nice. Serpent Marauder doesn't actually matter too much, because my leader abilities increase movement for same type friendlies. So it kind of just ignores Serpent Marauder's ability. yikes, that's going to be big. So my opponent just played a Brachioratus with an equip. We have open cards, so we can see how much of a problem that's going to be. And we can do this fight outside of his leader range. So our Serpent Marauder will mess him up, and our leader power still activates. So he can still only move one space on wasteland terrain, which is great for us. Ooh, Caught the Trick. That's a nice card for us to go destroy, because it's easy for us to destroy it, and that'll cause damage to our opponent. That's 2 more equipped for us to take from him, which is excellent. Oh, and that's a Serpentine Princess. Since we have multi-movement on our leader and our opponent can't move multiple spaces, we're actually in an incredibly good spot here. Even with this Brachioratus problem that we have. I would really like this Serpentine Princess, but I'm probably not going to end up getting it, which is a shame. Because it's kind of hard for me to kill it. Oh, I guess I can just beat over it, right? Tactical is coming in handy here. Just do this. Now that Serpentine Princess is in the graveyard, we can finish him next turn. Especially if it plays like that. I would like Ancient Jar, but I need to kill him. I don't quite have enough damage, so I still have summoning power issues in this deck. That's something that we're just going to have to deal with, because dinosaurs are extremely expensive, honestly, for what they are. Okay, we got a Raised Body Heat. Now we just need a Power of Paishin and a Serpentine Princess. That is not what I was looking for. Oh, there's a Serpentine Princess. Is it Dissolve the Rock? There we go. And we can already do a Reincarnation. Now, the thing with this kind of deck is reptiles and dinosaurs don't really need much in the way of reincarnations. Just by their nature, most of their cards are just straight up available in the slots because the cards aren't very great. But we can go ahead and reincarnate for something like a Muka Muka. Which deck cost is around 25, so we can reincarnate something around 27 and a monster and probably get it. So, well, and I'm back. We just got the most ridiculous reincarnation I've ever seen. Yeah, that's not okay. Yeah, so let's get rid of Gargoyle, and we can get rid of Probably one of these practicals. So, Muka Muka is insanely strong. And to get 2 of them in a reincarnation like that is just ridiculous. Although that is one of the things about Gemini, is that it really does decrease the number of reincarnation targets quite a bit from the base game and some of the mods. Which definitely lets the player get stronger quicker, because the targets in there are so much better. Just something to think about. It must have just played a rock. And is pretty abysmal. So yeah, just something to think about. Also, I didn't mention it to start this, but dinosaurs are pretty abysmal in terms of strength. They're really bad. So we're just looking for another Power of Kaishin. The best way to really play dinosaurs is to go into a Brachioratus deck, which, to make Brachioratus, it's either a rock plus a level 4 plus Reptile. Ooh, this hand is abysmal. So you kind of are stuck playing, basically, not even playing dinosaurs with your 2 creatures types that you're playing, and they just fuse into one. Or your other option is to play big dinosaurs, like Mega Zowler type, and have them fuse with Aquas. Well, there's a Power of Kaishin in the graveyard, so... Looks like we somehow got there. Your other option is to fuse into Mega Zowler, which is an okay creature. I don't know if it takes Horn of Light. If it doesn't, they should have modded it to make sure it does. Hey, we got Power of Kaishin. Now I'd like another rock, so let's go for this Ancient Jar. Dang. We got a Prisman though. Ancient Jar is really, really strong though. It's a really good card on its own. It pretty much opens up its own entire deck around it. So it's that good. So maybe at some point I'll actually play a Jar Control deck. But Mega Zowler does take Horn of Light, so I mean, you could also go with a Mega Zowler deck. It's a little bit worse than some of your other options. But unfortunately you're playing dinosaurs, so there aren't really many good options. Yeah, I think dinosaurs is the tribe that I pegged as the absolute worst in the entire game. To start off with, in the tier list I made, because they're pretty bad, unfortunately. They just don't have the strength that's really necessary to be that good. Although I did give them enough. I did give them quite a bit when it comes to leader powers, so that might tip the scale a little bit towards them. Well, that's not a dark hole, so... That's a lot of cards, sir. My opponent just went ham, which is not good for me. So we're gonna go just as ham right back to him. Because I believe this fusion works properly, so... And we get to see what all their cards are. Oh, that's really bad. That's really bad for us. I didn't want to see a snake hair. Hey, my creature won. Now it's permanently spellbound. Rip. Bones is actually quite annoying as an opponent, so... Oh, hey. I kind of expected it to be a spell since he played it top left, but I didn't expect him to actually Dark Hole his own board there, especially since my only creature was spellbound. Sometimes lucky, I guess. Sometimes the opponent just, you know, plays like this, and then you win. Megamorph is probably actually good enough to play in our deck. Because we really just don't have equips to play in dinosaurs. That's pretty much their main problem, is their fusions are unfortunate, and their equip situation is pretty abysmal. So, yeah, I mean, that's not very glowing reviews for an archetype. Like, it wouldn't be too bad if you could just fuse off Tomasaurus into something good and usable, but unfortunately you really can't. We're gonna see if we can't win this duel extremely quickly. And just hope that he plays something good for us to take from him in the slots. This right here is what I would recommend for most playing, is just play as aggressively as you can. If you play this aggressively against any opponent, you will usually, you're either going to win or you're going to lose, and it's going to be extremely quick. This is how speedrunners basically play the game, and they have very good win rates because the AI just cannot deal with 2,000 attack beatsticks killing them on turn 3. Oh, my opponent did not play anything good, so he is dead. That's one nice thing about Rex in this version of the mod. He is pretty brick heavy. So even if you do the challenge mode, it is pretty likely that he just bricks on you, and he can be a challenge, but there is also a good opportunity that he just plays badly. So you can get your foothold started on him, unlike Weevil, who is just a pain. That's gonna pretty much do it today. I'm gonna go ahead and do a reincarnation and get back to you next time. So thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.